Hey guys, Perfection here, and today we're going to be looking at super attacks we want is Xenoverse 2. But before we jump into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell to become a part of the greatest anime and gaming channel on YouTube. Yes, it's Perfection. So the super attacks we're going to be looking at belong to the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. So this is a new series where I basically go through past Dragon Ball games, the anime, the manga, and I pick out super attacks or techniques that we want represented in Xenoverse 2 as downloadable content. This is to help Dimps create new content for the community and to help freshen up the game. So let's get right into it. So let's kick things off with Eraser Blow. Eraser Blow is one of the most sinister looking attacks in all of Dragon Ball gaming. This skill was introduced back in Raging Blast 1 as a secret skill you can unlock for Broly, where you slide towards your opponent with an evil grin on your face and a dark ki blast in your hand, and you throw your opponent as the ki blast explodes and they're tossed across the map. Now this skill could be like a semi-cinematic move similar to Super God Fist, where you see the detail in the move, where you see, the fade to black, the explosion, everything, and it would cost 1 bar of ki, but once your opponent is caught in it, once you trigger the move and the cinematic, they can't escape it. It would be just like Super God Fist. So it would deal 2.5 to 3k damage, and I see it being, of course, a ki blast super move. And it would throw your opponent far away like Innocence Cannon used to back in Xenoverse 1. Omega Blaster. This is Broly's ultimate move from the Raging Blast series, and basically Broly throws a huge ki blast at the opponent. But what separates this move from Broly's current Xenoverse 2 ultimate is that Omega Blaster travels fast, and after impacting and shredding the opponent, Broly triggers the blast to detonate, doing even more damage and obliterating the opponent. So this move, if brought to the Xenoverse 2 series, would launch like a normal super with no warning cinematic and would shred the opponent for huge damage and would be escapable with an evasive. But the user of the move has the option during the shredding to spend an additional bar of ki to trigger the cinematic, where he sticks his hands out to detonate the blast for extra damage and make the move inescapable. So this move would start out as a 3 ki bar ultimate that would deal 12k damage, and then with the extra bar spent, you would do 15k damage and the move would become inescapable, making it a 4 ki bar ultimate. Gigantic Slam is another move from Dimps' PS2 days of Dragon Ball games, and is of course a Broly skill. The user creates a dome of ki and uppercuts their opponent way into the sky while grabbing their face, and then drops to the ground, pressing their foe into the ground while exploding the ki dome. So most of the skills I've named up till now on this list have been ki blast super attacks, but Gigantic Slam would be a strike super skill that would work exactly the way I said it would previously, but I would tweak the activation of it for Xenoverse. The user creates the dome, and if the opponent touches it, they trigger the rest of the move, and the hitbox of the dome would be reasonably large so that the skill would work consistently, and after the opponent is thrown on the ground, they're left lying there for a long time like they were hit with a sledgehammer. This skill would deal 3k damage and would cost 1 bar of ki. So this next super attack comes from the Budokai series of games. It's from Dragon Ball Infinite Worlds, so this does mean that Dimps is already familiar with it. It is an iconic Broly skill. It is of course Gigantic Press. The move wraps the user's body in ki, and a user uses it as a battering ram to knock themselves into the opponent. This move would be easy to introduce into the Xenoverse system as a ki blast super that works as a combo extender similar to ki blast cannon. So the user would wrap themselves in the ki and be fully immune to all attacks, all melee attacks, all ki blasts. For all those ki blast cancel maniacs out there, yeah, I'm talking to you. As the user charges at their target and tracks their movement, sort of like Punisher Drive, once it hits, the attack deals 3k to 3.5k damage to the target and it stuns them like Ki Blast Cannon, allowing for you to follow up with combos. So the other special attributes I would give to this move is that if you hit someone while they're blocking, you would stamina break them. If you hit them while they're using an ultimate or while they're transforming, you would stamina break them. And it would only cost 1 bar of ki to use. Gigantic Buster. This is Super Saiyan 3 Broly's ultimate from the Raging Blast series. This ultimate is perfection. It starts with a brutal strike, goes into the opponent landing on you, you kick them away, and you run into them, and you punt them across the map. And then you finish them off with a Omega Blaster. This move should be a key ultimate and function like Dragon Fist, where once you're caught in it, you can't escape at all. This would cost 4 bars of ki for 12k damage. Gigantic Hammer. Another move from the Raging Blast series, where the user clotheslines the target to start the move. Then as you can see, they are grabbed, kicked into the air, you vanish and catch them mid-air and smash them back into the ground, and then you lift them again and uppercut them into the air again. Now this move in my vision could either be a multi-part strike super attack with options, or it could be a strike ultimate that functions much like Dragon Fist. Now if it were a strike super, when you smash your opponent back into the ground, you could choose to cancel it and the opponent is left there stuck as if they were hit by a sledgehammer, and if you continue the move and end it with the uppercut, they're left hanging in the air as if they were hit by a final cannon. This strike super would cost 1 bar of ki and it would deal around 4.5k damage, and if it was an ultimate, it would cost 3 bars of ki for 11k damage. Eraser Cannon is a move that was introduced back in the Raging Blast series and is a skill in which the user gathers a huge ball of ki in one of their hands and they toss it at their target. It's pretty straightforward with the application into the Xenoverse series. However, the move would be a faster version of Perfect Shot and it would do a base damage of 2.5k damage with 1 bar of ki. Double Eraser Cannon is also a move that was introduced in the Raging Blast series as a super attack skill for the legendary Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Now there isn't too much difference between Eraser Cannon and Double Eraser Cannon, except that the user, while using Double Eraser Cannon, gathers 2 huge balls of ki in both their hands and they toss them at their target. Again, this is pretty straightforward application into the Xenoverse series, but this time the skill would lose some speed to be on par with Perfect Shot and would do a 5k base damage. This skill would cost 2 bars of ki to use. Kakarot. This move is one of Broly's most memorable quotes and has been featured in numerous games. It's even been a Z-Soul in Xenoverse 1. So the way that this move would work is as a stat increase and a state change, similar to the Fruit of the Tree of Might. But there will be big differences. First off, while Broly or the CAC is activating this move, you wouldn't be able to stagger them or stamina break them, but they would still take damage and it would take a full 3 seconds to activate. After it's activated, the user would gain a 10% increase in all stats, be unstunnable, and their stamina would be unable to be broken for 20 seconds. In addition to this, melee attacks received to the user would charge both their ki and their stamina, and if the user does melee combos to their opponent, their ki is charged at an accelerated rate. This move would cost 2 ki bars to use and would not come with the advanced mechanic of teleporting to your opponent like Fruit of the Tree of Might. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Of course, this was in an effort to get Dimps to create more content for the Xenoverse 2 community to enjoy. Of course, if you enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell to become a true perfectionist so that you get all the videos here on this channel. I will see you in the next one.
They stay